real.
We're just gonna start recording.
No. You can just say that and then be like, alright guys, serious.
Who the fuck is texting me? Oh,
So
Matt.
we gotta be serious.
We gotta be serious.
Matt just texted me, do you like
Lock
receiving voice
in.
messages? I don't know how to tell him I
Well,
don't give a
do
fuck.
you? Well, do you? Can I like send you like essay, like fucking podcasts? And you're like,
Sure, if you want. Like, I don't have like a...
You get like a 4-hour voice message one day.
it's just me yapping about a pebble I saw.
Okay.
And it's a tangent into Doctor Who. And then
I hate being the guy that's just like, alright guys, stop giggling and like, let's start having fun with rules. But, so we don't get like completely off the rails.
Too late.
I'm the light rail. There is no train.
That's not a train.
Christ.
That's not a train, guys. That's silly. Anyway, what happened last session?
Oh boy. Valor 14.
Yeah, Nico, do you want to start?
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh,
shit.
Wait, no, I'm a session behind. Fuck, hold on. I don't know why I'm a session behind. I was there last week.
Wait, well, I was gonna say, huh?
At the beginning of the session, Acacia and Kane went down the stairs, traveled through the sewers to eventually make their way to the demon child's room. After discussing a little bit and kind of entertaining a little bit, trying to see if they can get any kind of information out of them. One thing leads to another. The child who Kane had named Hilda had decided to join the group over at the theater. And so
You were
in an attempt
voluntold.
Yeah, in an attempt to not lose their lives, Acacia and Kane agreed, brought them over on the way there. Kane gave a little bit of a heads up to Valor 14, telling them they're bringing the child over. And so...
Then Valor, in their infinite wisdom, walked over to Scraps and just repeatedly say, Zoomy, Zoomy, Zoomy,
Do you want to
Zoomy,
go
Zoomy,
for a
Zoomy,
walk?
Zoomy, Zoomy.
But like, I'm gonna be so for real with you. Only one person died, and it wasn't one of us.
That is so true.
So I mean, it could have gone worse.
You know what? It wasn't even our fault, let's be honest.
It was a little bit.
Shut up, I'm trying not to have the
It
guilt
was
set
a
in.
little bit.
I'm not trying to have the guilt set in, not right now, we don't got time for that.
It's a silly, goofy session, guys. Don't worry about the corpse.
There is no corpse. Didn't Neve collapse into a pile of dust?
No.
No, there's a corpse.
No,
Oh,
he,
okay.
no,
No,
he,
yeah,
he
he's
keeled
like-
over.
The life drain.
Oh no.
You know, he's a corpse.
Rio Neve.
Rio de Janeiro Neve. What? What is that? What did Nico just type?
I don't know.
Trunks SH
Don't try to fucking gaslight us.
Trunks figorts?
I don't know. What? Never heard about that.
That's so weird. That's so quirky.
What are you guys talking about?
What are you guys talking about? I didn't send a message.
I didn't say nothing.
What a message.
Anyway,
Forget about
we
it.
had a conversation between Zero and Valor.
And it was mostly Valor asking Zero, like, how the fuck do you do this?
Well, Zero also was like, hey, by the way, I'm a human being. I'm an adult. You could talk to me.
Yeah.
Don't like, you know, you always go to Acacia.
And then Valor,
And
and then Valor blatantly said, I don't know how to approach you. I'm not gonna lie.
Zero was like a person.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Zero was like partially like, hey, like, you know, I do feel like a little bit left out that you don't really consider me like someone to lean on in the group, but also I'm here to help. Like you can lean on me if you're having like a rough time. And I think Valor just kind of like bounced back between those ideas and short-circuited.
Incomprehensible.
Yeah. a robot created to serve people. Someone is being like, oh, by the way, like I'll help you out.
It's like this statement is false.
Service tops when someone's like, hey man, I got it tonight.
Just what? What do you mean? What? Who? What? Where? Why? How?
Yeah, it was kind of it was kind of like it ended up being like a sweet conversation, I think.
Mhm.
It's just Valor's a little dumb.
Aren't we
A
all?
little.
Yeah, real AF.
Yeah. I think you're all kind of like left in the aftermath.
I remembered something.
Oh yes.
The child and I have bonded, and first we were like two cats who met each other for the first time. We're like, "Meow," and then after a little bit, we decided, you know what, we're gonna be good friends. You know why? Because we're gonna go bother this Lazar guy, and we're gonna get some beer. What? He doesn't have beer. Okay, let's take his weed. Let's figure out this weed situation. So
Oh yeah.
That's where
Acacia went and got
scraps-
fucking cupcakes at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
yeah.
At this point, like late night vendors know you.
Hey, Keisha, how you doing?
Yeah, what weird food will it be this time? Cupcakes? And orange juice? Okay, I got you, babe.
Back again, I see.
Hey, you kind of remind me of someone. None of my business.
Yeah, I hear that a lot, sorry.
Weird city. Anyway.
Crazy.
Just the most, oh god, like the most awkward, just like small talk at the fucking counter.
At 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Everyone's tired.
Yeah, they're just like, maybe I'm seeing things. None of my business. I don't care. Yeah, I don't get paid enough for this shit. I think unless people want to do anything that night, kind of like in the morning, you all wake up. Unless like Kane, you want to like dispose of the body. If you don't, it just kind of like rots in the middle of the room.
No, yeah, Kane's gonna go ahead, collect the body, leave it out, some, kind of like in an open space, I suppose, behind the theater, if anything. Is there, like, wait, no, is there, like, some kind of, like, open plain around here? Or no, there wouldn't be, right?
Open plain outside the city walls, yeah, but
You would have to escort a corpse all the way through
Yeah.
the city.
there is in the like southern part of the city, kind of like a gate into almost like a kind of like greenhouse, garden, and then like large farms situation. So that is like the closest thing that's like near the city that you could probably get to, but again, you would have to like go into a place with a bunch of people.
Hmm.
How early is Kane doing this, Nico?
That's a good question. What time would it have been by the time we, like, had returned with Hilda?
Oh my god, like 3 a.m.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, Chief. This is a morning job.
Okay, yeah. So
'Cause,
say Kane will just wait until the morning, see if someone would mind just helping them out.
I absolutely want to help Kane out.
You guys get your long rest in. I think Scraps and the Hilda kind of like tire yourselves out at one point and just kind of like crash on the floor while like fighting over like a toy or something.
Oh my goodness! Are we like little like? Are we like the two cats are in the like on the floor or like cuddling?
I don't know about that one.
Aw, I hate
But
it.
the child has definitely just like tuckered themselves out. I think that there is like an anxiety about like sleeping next to this strange cretin, but the fact that there's like a bunch of people kind of like in this shared living space, that they probably wouldn't pull anything with so many witnesses does temper that a little bit. At 6 a.m., I think all of you are awoken to a high-pitched scream from Dell, who just kind of got up to make herself some coffee, like go outside, do some errands, and found a corpse in the middle of the room. And she is just kind of like, grabbing onto a table, just kind of like shaking, and just like waiting for someone to kind of like come over and explain the situation.
Say Kane goes over.
Okay. I know you guys are Owain's friends, and any friend of Owain is our friend, but we don't tend to keep, it's like dead bodies at this. What? Who is that? Did you do that? No, please tell me you didn't. You guys didn't do that, right? I don't want to be an accomplice. I have to look up prison time.
Wait. Calm down. He's dead. I thought he was just sleeping.
That's a.
Who's dead?
And you guys see like Neve's dead body, just like almost like hollowed out, their eyes completely gone.
Who's that?
I don't know.
I approach the corpse and I look like I'm examining this. However, knowing what this child does, I probably know that Neve has been long dead.
Oh yeah, this didn't occur, and like the body looks like it. It's essentially just been like puppeting a corpse around. You need to get that out of here, please.
Kane's gonna walk over to the body and just carefully pick it up. Will do. You don't have to worry about this.
Kane.
Next time, no bodies. Next time, just leave it outside or something. Please don't kill any more people.
I wouldn't hurt a friend.
Okay. I
Valerie?
don't know you. I'm gonna go make breakfast.
I look at Kane. Yes, Kane.
Forgive me for bothering, but would you mind accompanying me to help disposing this body?
You want me to preside over last rites?
If you wouldn't mind.
Valor just motions with their hand. Lead the way, my friend.
And we're gonna go ahead and head out.
Okay. Where are you disposing of it?
Good question.
Like finding like a garbage somewhere?
So, Kane,
Mm-hmm.
I have a cantrip. It's called Decompose. Yeah, over the next minute, the corpse rapidly decomposes, sprouting fungus and moss as it begins to degrade into compost and mulch.
Yeah, that could work.
Man, we gotta go over some of these cantrips, man.
I asked you a while ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine then. So I was like, where is that? Critical Role Twitter.
So I walk with Kane, and as I'm walking with Kane, I am going to turn to them Now, Kane,
Yes.
when it comes to last rites, where do you think Neve would want to be in their final moments?
Hmm. What a great question. I didn't get to know him too well in my time. Knowing them, they probably wouldn't really care for anything too poetic. But who knows? Maybe we can leave them back at their place. What do you think?
I believe that would be fine.
Alright then. We're gonna go over to Neve's place.
You walk inside a hollow and cold apartment. It almost feels like his presence hasn't been here in a while.
I go ahead and lay the body down against the floor. Alright. By all means.
Valor is just going to kneel in front of the body and put both of their hands on their lap. Kane,
Yeah.
join me.
Oh. Oh, okay. And Kane will go down and join them.
The child is your responsibility, and so is the corpse they leave behind.
You can't argue with that.
Is there a particular deity that you pray to?
Hmm. No. I'm not in particular. But never mind. Do your thing.
So, Valor is going to start the casting of this cantrip, and over the course of its duration, they are going to pray to the warden.
Okay.
And
Give me a religion check.
oh, I have a prayer ready for this.
Yeah, give me a religion check.
Religion. 0.
Well, keep going.
Blind one. I know death is not what you preside over. It is order. It is truth and justice. But you are the patron of those who make and break the laws, so long as they go into justice. Please, if the soul was not with this body on its death, make sure on our own quest that we find it and return it to its proper afterlife. But for now, I beseech you, this body had not been taken. This body had not been taken justly. It was not their time. They had been taken before. So I may ask of you, see to it that they get the afterlife that they have deserved. Make sure that they get the rest they most likely crave now. And may the blood of those who've taken this man away from us be spilled, so that way they may find redemption and repentance. And once the body is fully decomposed, Valor is going to take a handful of the moss and mulch and just delicately sprinkle it into their chest cavity. Now, Kane, as Valor gets up to their full height,
Yeah.
you had brought this thing into our realm of safety.
Correct.
And you had threatened the lives of those who do not deserve this kind of threat in their lives. Why?
I was supposed to fulfill my own curiosities. Having them at arm's length to get a closer look.
Are you willing to risk your own and the lives of everyone else to sate a fragile curiosity?
To a certain extent.
I see.
Besides, if anything, we have living proof of Hildebrand's supposed unwanted child, no?
Despite the child's origins, and despite what it is, this creature does nothing but harm. But I shall not use another creature to get back at another. Do what you must. But it is the same thing as using dogs for war. And I do not condone that.
How do you go about dealing, Valor, with the failure of not protecting those who you wish to save?
We save who we can. Is that guilt? Or is that pity and I hear in your voice?
Perhaps a little bit of both. Who's to say?
Do you truly believe that using the child will expose Hildebrand as the snake that he is?
There's a possibility. I won't have any guarantee of what happens, obviously. I'm not the only one in the group who has decisions to make.
You tread on thin ice, Kane. Not with me, but with the fates of other people. And your morbid curiosity has already claimed the fate of one.
It wouldn't be the first time.
But it will be the last time.
Is that a promise?
Don't make me promise it.
I'll do my best to keep a close eye on the child. I got a score to keep with that one. So you can see to it to at least that extent. I'll make sure it doesn't hurt anybody.
I want to do something, but I don't know how to ask for this.
May I
Can
please
I-
kill Kane?
No. No. I want
Valor takes out a
to
gun.
soon. Soon. It's not dramatically ironic enough. Can I insight Kane to see if he's being truthful about being guilty, or at least feeling guilt over someone else's, like, demise?
Yeah, go for it. Give me an insight check, and then Nico either roll persuasion or deception, but don't tell us which is which. He could still fail.
It's true.
He could still fail.
I'll say this is a persuasion check here.
You don't have to tell us.
I know, I wanted to say it.
I just want you guys to know.
That's gonna be a 7.
I think I'll say my piece, and then whatever you wanna like reveal, Nico, is up to you. I will say that like Kane chooses his words very carefully, and it's not that you don't believe him, it's just that there is so much behind every single word that he says. It's incredibly difficult to just get like a handle on his personality whatsoever. So he could be being 100% truthful, but it's just the fact that, sure, about this one, is there anything else?
And I'll say that for Kane, at least with that specific notion, I'd say Valor would get the idea that, if anything at all, Kane is saying these words and possibly a little confused about them.
Valor's eyes dim as if they're squinting. like mood lights, you know, just like on a dimmer setting, as if they're like squinting. And then they offer Kane a hand up.
I'll take their hand.
Just because you have a lot to make up for does not mean you will walk this path alone. And
Yeah,
it
of
is not
course.
because I do not trust you.
Well, I was just about to ask. Should the time come where we have to put a stop to the child, could I see to it that you'll be there to assist?
Gladly.
uh, that's very good.
But I will also be there to see if the child's path can be directed elsewhere.
Hmm. So do I.
For the better, correct?
Relatively speaking. Of course, I'm not its master at the end of the day. I'm not here to control it or anything. But it does find its that they are in a bit of an interesting situation. Oh well. I'm more than aware that I don't expect everyone else to understand that same notion.
Say that again, I couldn't hear you.
I'm more than aware that I don't expect that anybody else would understand that notion.
I greatly despise the otherworldly. But if this is the child, if this is the child of a man and a devil, then maybe their path can be directed for the better. Which is why I am not trying to kill the child, nor trying to kill you for trying to, what is it, mentor, you said?
You can say that.
We should do all we can. And if we can't, to protect other people, we do what we are good at.
I'm glad you share my enthusiasm.
It is not enthusiasm. I do not enjoy taking a life. But what I do share with you is the sentiment that there is something a little more complicated here than just an evil child of a much more evil noble. Let us go back to the theater.
You speak a lot,
I do.
like an old adversary of mine. I
Oh.
like you, Valor. It'd be a
And what-
waste to kill you.
You're an intelligent man, Kane. And it would be a waste to kill you as well.
All right.
Now, I do actually have a question, now that you've said something about it.
Ooh, by all means, ask away.
You're a man of the world, and I'm gonna talk and walk. You're a man of the world. You have seen things before your untimely demise. And you spoke of a great adversary. Tell me about them.
Hmm. Um, to put it a little simply, I was surprised to not find out, or I was surprised to find out that you weren't just simply a descendant of them, sharing the same morals and ideas, but to know that you resemble them so well, it does give me a nice sense of relief to know that I can always have someone around to I suppose keep as a challenge.
In what way?
I don't expect you to ever change your ways, not radically, of course. You'll always be there to try and protect those you can, going on and on about how you'll do your best to protect the innocent, those who are justified, choosing who you deem right or wrong. I just find it so fascinating.
And you like toying with the lives of other people?
No. Well, let me think about that. I think I do. But
What do you get out of it, Kieran?
mhm,
A laugh? A game? Information?
get to see a story being fulfilled, branching paths, unfulfilled, limitless potential. Hilda, for instance, an orphan demon child, left to rot away, finding whatever means they can to entertain themselves, keep themselves going, and now they find themselves here at the theater. The same place where we are supposedly going to try and make way and, I suppose, bring down their supposed father. What do you think an interaction between those two would be like?
Venom.
Sorry?
It would be pure venom. Like
Why do
two
you think
snakes
that?
lashing out at each other.
Wouldn't? Is it as simple as them just immediately going to quarrel? Just like that? If that's the case, then we should, or I believe then I should introduce new elements then to the mix.
In what way?
A good question, with an answer that I've yet to come up with. I suppose finding out more information on their mother would be a good start.
The devil?
Hmm.
As much as I hate to agree with you, you are correct. We've been focusing so much on Reese that we don't know anything about the other parent in the mix.
See? See how these things somehow naturally begin to line up, converge in some way? Doesn't it excite you?
It excites me in the same way that you're... What's a good way? In combat, I have been told that creatures have adrenaline. Some people like it, some people hate it, but it has the same effect regardless. It riles them up to the point where they can have a better chance of survival. This kind of thing does not excite me in the same way as it does you. It does not bring a smile to my face. It only brings worry to my core.
All right.
But you are correct. We need to learn more.
I'll be glad to know I have you by my side.
Much as I hate to admit it, you are a good ally. A good friend, I cannot say with an easy heart. But you are a good ally.
Don't worry, Valor. I'll see to it that'll make you proud. And that'll be a good day.
No, Cameron. I specifically said you're not a good friend, but you are a good ally.
Alright, you two arrive back at the theater. Dell and Acacia have fixed up some sort of breakfast with like whatever leftovers or like anything kind of like lying around. I think like the group is kind of like awake and in one area at the same time. I think Lazar has like fashioned a bit of a like one of those like child leashes, and it's just kind of like holding on to one end as the devil child is just kind of like running back and forth between the house while Lazar eats.
Fuck.
So what's next on the agenda for you guys? 'Cause this thing is creepy.
A good question.
Get a job. I'm gonna be a chef.
No, I'm gonna be a tailor.
Can I be a ballerina?
No.
Oh.
You can be a ballerina.
Take a point of inspiration for that, Acacia.
Here's your setup.
I feel like they were looking for entertainers or dancers, right? Like I feel like I remember that. So
Give me
I
a
think
history
you can go
check.
be a ballerina. Okay. If not, I think I have it written down.
7. They needed specifically musicians, catering, and a dressmaker.
Well,
And the deadline
I take
to
that back.
apply was in 2 weeks, so like gathering all of the staff, but the party is not in 2 weeks.
Gasp.
Damn.
Valor audibly says gasp.
Yeah.
Valor is just doing their best.
Yeah, do you guys like inform the rest of the group that this is for like the party that Lady Madeline is throwing and not just like you guys getting jobs for the fuck of it? Because Lazar definitely thinks you guys are like going out into the world and becoming like people.
But by the way, the party is Lady Madeline's party and not just some random party. So I think that's important. That's why I want to be a tailor so bad.
Good to know.
He says to the group.
I
And
look at Kane. I think this is our end.
How do you mean?
Did people hear what Kane said?
No.
Oh, he
No.
said, "How do you
No.
mean?"
We were focused so much on Hildebrand that we failed to learn anything about the mother.
Do you think this plan will work then?
I
Suppose
don't
we have
know.
no other thing in mind.
Well, I would prefer to get information beforehand, but at the latest, we can get information during the party.
Where could we find information on them?
Valor gives Kane a nice solid pat on the back with a cast iron hand. That is something for you to figure out, my friend. I am obsolete.
But you want to know about them too.
I do. And I will help you in whatever way I can in the moment. But right now, I have no clue how to go about even getting this information.
No, you're right. Just wanted to clarify.
Should we share?
I
We should probably share this plan with everyone else.
Plan of?
You hear the scraping of two, like an index finger and a thumb against what would be considered a bridge of a nose against against Valor's head. Kane, we were literally just talking about it.
Alright. I suppose I do have some connections in the area that I might be able to reach out to. Perhaps they might know some information, so I can go ahead and reach out to them between now and then.
So, everyone else, Kane and I figured something out on the way here. That we were so focused on the buyer of this place that we failed to look into the other side of this, the mother.
But who?
Hilda's mother.
My mom?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go see her?
Could we?
Yippee! And they are going to begin packing a little bag.
Hold, Hilda.
Quick, DM.
Mm.
I don't know if I have to make a history check for this, but I thought that Hilda didn't want to see their mother.
He didn't
right?
want to see his dad. His mom hasn't been to visit him, and he was sad about it.
Yeah, he
Oh,
can't.
okay,
It's
okay.
like something's like can't go.
Okay, sorry. Just wanted to be sure.
It's his dad that he doesn't like.
Gotcha.
It is also very much, like, you really can't tell the gender of this fucking child, by the way. It is just kind of like a creature.
It's the dad that this child doesn't like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Hilda,
Yeah?
do you know a way to get into contact with your mom?
Hmm. She had tea time, and like a bunch of women and men in nice clothes would come over and they would have tea and talk about things. Get in contact with her.
Like,
You could write her a letter. Or I don't know, go to her house
Where is her house?
in the upper district. She's got a lot of money.
If we do go there,
Mm-hmm.
if you do want to see your mother,
Mm-hmm.
that might mean that you are going to run into your father.
No! And they
Oh.
begin to like dig through the floorboards.
Hold on. I'm willing to help you avoid your father. But I am just letting you know that this might be a case that we may run into him.
No.
Even if you want to see your mother, you're willing to abandon it just to avoid him?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't like him.
I think that works, though. It might not be a good idea to reveal Hilda so soon.
My mom used to tell me that I'm a secret.
Do you know why?
No one can ever find out.
I've tried.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, are we gonna go see Hilda's mom?
I want to see
Well,
my mom.
we do all need to talk about what we want to do for whatever plans that we have. The only thing I would like to do is get more information on Lady Madeline, but past that, I have no plans. What about the rest of you?
I don't have any other plans.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna become a chef.
Yeah.
Nothing comes to mind.
We should also talk about how we are going about with the buyer situation
Mm.
and how we are going to deal with him.
Hmm. Mm.
I see.
I don't believe I was very well informed on the situation. So
Ah.
I'm not too familiar to how to go about it.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know too much either.
Owain. Yeah. Owain doesn't really. I didn't even know this was his place until like I think a day ago. So.
well, I'm less talking about the theater and more talking about, and I'm gonna, as the child is digging into the floorboards, use my thumb to point at them. The buyer situation.
Fire. Are you selling him?
Oh,
No, we can't sell him. We
I'm
can't
talking
sell
about
them.
Hildebrand.
Uh,
Oh.
what about him?
Yeah,
don't,
what about
I,
him?
I don't know. We keep saying we are going to put him in his place, but we don't have a plan to do so. The most we
Oh,
have, the most we have is that there's a party and a prison break.
Dynamite.
maybe maybe he's gonna kind of like lower his voice so like Hilda doesn't really hear, but like if the kid tried, he probably could still hear him. Um, I mean, maybe like, what if like the mom really hates him, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll help you like ruin this guy, like this guy's life." So maybe there's something there. I don't know.
Actually,
And what if, by some off chance that they are either okay with each other and it's a good deal, or they are deeply in love with each other and we are stepping on toes?
Lazar.
Yeah.
Like when like you know about a little bit about this. Do you know if they're like friendly with each other or like they hate each other?
Who?
This noble guy and yeah, the lady.
Uh,
Oh. Well, I mean, he's got like 7 other wives, so, or mistresses. So I don't think he cares that much. But hey, maybe he's a lot more open-minded than I am. Hey, every day's learning opportunity.
uh,
Hey man,
that's actually a good point. Lazar, do you know anything about Lady Madeline?
Hmm. Let me roll for it. Okay. Um. He just kind of thinks about it. Well, she showed up, I heard maybe 20-ish years ago. Kind of made a name for herself, but kind of using the whole like, oh, I'm a devil, blah, 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 thing. And I guess she brought a lot of her money from the Nine Hells here, and it was the currency was, or I don't know if it was the currency, but it like she had like a lot of rich people stuff. So like she sold like her jewelry and kind of became a noble just because she had a lot of money. And then I guess integrated herself in the society with alliances, and I guess the thing with Hildebrand was part of the alliance.
Uh, do you know if she's particularly powerful as a devil?
Oh, I don't know anything about that. I don't really believe in devils.
Fair enough.
But other people kind of like her. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we should go with Zero's idea. We should go just talk to her.
What's the worst
I
that
think
could
it's a good
happen?
idea.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
Exactly. Nothing bad.
D&D 5e Pit Fiend stat block. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
As soon as I heard you typing, I'm like, this is either gonna be a pit fiend or some bone devil.
Oh, bone devils are so cool, actually.
I will stay behind with Hilda. Keep an eye on them.
Didn't Hilda want to like see like their mom?
True.
Yeah.
I suppose there was the off chance that their father could appear.
But what if we're like super duper duper sneaky and we manage to get like them inside and then they get to see their mom? We just like, keep the other guy away.
Is it a good idea to bring Hilda across all the way over there.
But wouldn't Hilda make a good starting conversation?
I suppose it would.
Like, get things moving forward.
All right, you've convinced me.
Oh,
We'll go
okay.
Good job, Scraps.
Yay! Wait, Hilda,
Yeah.
if you're gonna see your mom, are you gonna make something for her?
Where's my corpse?
I think they got rid of it.
That was for my mom.
You can always draw something.
That's stupid.
I don't think it'd be stupid if it comes from you.
No, it doesn't matter.
Well, I'm pretty sure your mom would like it a lot.
No, it's
especially
whatever.
since she. No, it's fine.
Make a
It's
persuasion
okay.
check.
Oh no. Let's see. Okay. That can go on. Yay! Yeah, I have negative increase.
Oh, I don't fucking want to do it.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's just like your mom hasn't seen you in forever. So if she has a doodle, then she can keep that, and then she's like, okay. It's
She
cool.
has a brain. She knows what I look like.
Well, it's the thought of a gift.
I
and then
always
when
think
you're
about
not
her.
there- Oh, then you're good then.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, let's go to her house then, I guess.
Let's see. The whole gang.
I will go ahead to Lazar. I'll take the leash.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I've already fucking forgot about the child leash. Fuck.
Lazar, are you coming too?
I'm not allowed outside.
Don't
What?
think that is a great idea.
Then Lazar's gonna be by himself.
No, it's alright. I'll go talk to the Beatles.
Oh.
You know them?
Not personally, no. But, family
Oh.
friends, you know.
That's still cool.
Whoa.
Thanks, Scraps.
Ah, damn it! It's only self. I'm just gonna put a hand on Lazar's shoulders, like I shall teach you the language of the Beatles. It's self only. Fuck.
Wait, what is it? Speak with animals?
It's speak with animals, but it's self only.
Unlucky.
I was just gonna
Hey,
Fuck.
Lazar!
Yeah,
If I give you something, will you take care of it?
of course, with my life.
Okay. I go up to take off my little flower crown.
Whoa.
Maybe this can help you talk to the Beatles.
He's covering his eyes. Could you please put your clothes back on?
I have. Well,
Fuck.
anyways, this will help you speak with the Beatles.
He just kind of looks at it, looks at you, goes, yeah, it sure will, Scraps. He just
It
pats you
will.
on the head.
It was a gift. Yeah, I put it on his head, or I try, cause I'm a little blind.
He kind of bends down, and you're trying to fit it around his horns, and he's just kind of sitting there yeah, it sure is, man.
Yeah, it was a gift.
Hey, Scraps.
Yeah.
Player to player.
Yeah.
Is that an actual magic item?
Yes, it is an actual magic item. It lets us
Okay,
ask
I
because
just wanna
animals once a
confirm.
day.
Gotta understand.
I-
Lazar
no.
has an intelligence of 6.
No, I just needed to confirm on my end because I had a joke lined up.
It was just a random flower crown.
He starts eating it.
I had a random joke lined up for this. So I would love to think that just a praying mantis just crawls out of Valor's shoulder, looks at Lazar. Hey, the fuck you doing?
Tony? No. I told you to not come over here anymore. And they do a little he Lazar dabs him up. He's gonna go talk to the Tony Mantis.
Anyways, please take care of it. It was a gift.
Lazar is like talking to the Mantis, just kind of like looks over, like over his shoulder, goes, "Thank you, Scraps. I will absolutely take care of this. If someone
Thank
comes
you.
in here and tries to rob me, I will eat them."
Oh, leave me some pieces.
You got it, bro.
Thank you.
Have fun, guys.
I lean over. I lean over. Oh god. Hold on. I lean over to Zero. What is with everybody and eating each other?
You're asking the cannibal!
Well,
That's
What?
why I'm asking.
okay. He's gonna like put a hand on like Valerie's shoulder. So it's actually like a really, really important sign of reverence for one another, for respect, and it's just how you show that you care about someone, being willing to consume them, mostly after death, which is like I'm kind of surprised I didn't care about. Actually, no, you probably went to go eat them like in privacy. That's fair. That's fair. Um, but it's very much like, oh hey, you mean a lot to me, so I'm gonna have you with me forever for the rest of my life. So it's pretty important.
Valor just nods, pretending to understand.
He's gonna like keep talking about it for like the next 5 minutes.
What'd you get on your intelligence check? 13? I mean... How do I explain this? The body and the blood of Christ. Like...
Something.
but like very literally. But also, like, Valor would know that, like, Drow, in the Underdark, like, is full of, like, giant, like, creatures and monsters and spiders. And I feel like there's a, like, the line between, like, sentient, like, human or, like, humanoid and, like, monster blends every once in a while. So there isn't, like, just, I'm gonna go eat a person. Like, it's... I think there's nuance, and I think Valor knows that there's nuance, but doesn't know what it is.
Valor knows that there is a line. They do not know where that line is.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that Valor doesn't understand the concept of eating.
That also, like, hurts you a little bit.
Just Valor's sitting there pretending to understand with a -1 to intelligence.
You guys make your way across the town to the District of Stars. Once more, the guards kind of like block your path. Different set of guards. There's like an obvious rotation every once in a while. Who is helming this?
Are we all going?
I think so.
Yeah.
Grabs has decided.
I don't think Acacia wants to go.
Oh, okay. Where does Acacia want to go?
I think Acacia kind of just wants to stay behind at the theater because she's thinking about some things.
Okay. Acacia, you stay behind. Lazaro just kind of like rolls a blunt and offers it to you.
I don't think Acacia has ever smoked weed in her life, but she is going to take it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It just kind of wordlessly just like chills out with you. Rest of the group, 2 guards block your path. One, seemingly kind of like fresh-faced, just kind of like, like her voice cracks a little bit, and she just kind of goes, "State your business. We don't allow just anybody up in here." And kind of like, she's like powering herself up a little.
I've been where?
I am looking for a man named Duncan. I did not get his last name the last time I spoke with him, but I wish to speak with him again. And I vaguely described the man that me and Elaine have talked to in the garden of the bargain bin crew's keep.
Okay, you got the name wrong.
It's not Duncan?
Mm-mm. It's Donovan.
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 Fuck.
There you go.
Damn it! I wrote
All
Donovan.
good. All good. All good. All good. All good.
I wrote
You got it.
Duncan.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Donovan Hauer.
Donovan Hauer. Okay.
Yeah. He
I
would
didn't
have
get the
told
last
you that.
name.
Yeah. If you
Yeah,
want to
sorry.
like state the last name as well, that's fine.
Yeah.
And she just kind of like looks over at like the much older kind of like guard standing like next to her, and he's just kind of like just like half-heartedly holding the spear in front of the door. He's just like, oh, you're friends of Donovan. Yeah. Step right through, and just moves his spear aside, and the girl is just like, wait, that's it? That's all? They just drop a name? What? No, what is your business with Duncan Donovan Hauer, and how long will you be staying there, and will you all be in a group? And that is a child on a leash.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good observation.
Give me a group persuasion check.
Hang on, I gotta breathe. Hold on. And that is a child. Yup.
Yeah.
17, 14,
Oh god. Okay.
22. Okay. 0. Yeah. 0. What'd you get?
Let me roll one. At 10.
Okay. Like, for a group persuasion check, really good. She's just kind of like standing there, like unsure of what to do with herself. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess so. Okay, and she just holds the spear, like a little confused, as if like she expected more from this job. And the gates just kind of open to you. It's a very beautiful day outside. And you see kind of like a very bustling city moving around, but not as like quick-paced and intense as like the lower districts. Much more of like we have time in the world, time is money, and we have a lot of it type of situation. Almost like to an intense degree, there is this kind of like just social pressure to be a little bit more normal. It does not help that the demon child is just kind of like tugging on the leash every once in a while to try and like go up and talk to someone. But you kind of like use them as like almost like a dowsing rod. And come upon the estate of Lady Madeline. This large, very like Gothic architecture building, a like wrought iron fence gate in front of it, and then vines and like rose bushes all around, and vines creeping up. Black, kind of like shingled roof and stained glass windows, with kind of like the curtains drawn a little bit, and then there's kind of like two pyres in front of the kind of like front entrance, that as soon as you step up to it, a blue flame slowly engulfs, and then just kind of like flickers a little bit. Once more, two guards stand in front of the gate. These both tieflings, and both this kind of ashy gray skin and glowing yellow eyes with almost like crackles, like smile lines, but crackled with gold. And holding like large glaives in front of them, this very like medieval European Gothic armor. Halt. Lady Madeline is in the process of having an engagement. State your business.
We
No, go on.
we have request of an audience with Lady Madeline. Not only that, but we have somebody that wishes to see her. And I am going to move over to show the small child.
There is a just kind of like almost second before the guards look at each other, look at the child. Perhaps this is not the best time to bring that in.
Why?
Make an insight check.
Who? Me?
Mhm.
Oh. Okay. 14.
14. The guards don't say that out of just denying you an entrance, or you don't sense any, like, resentment or them looking down on you. It's more of they seem to be at least somewhat aware of the situation and feel like something horrible is going to occur if you bring the child inside now. I would like a group perception check.
Something's telling me we should go in now. Okay.
Okay. Through the like windows, you hear shouting from within, and you can only make like you can't really make out the conversation. It doesn't sound great, but you do catch Hildebrand's voice.
I look at the guards. Understood. I will see you later.
Do you know how long this is gonna last?
Sometimes hours. It's really have no way of knowing.
If you had to choose an amount of hours out of the hours that you say it is, how many hours would you predict it would be?
4, I don't know.
Okay.
Of course.
He shows up out of the blue. They argue, and then he leaves. It's been this way for a while.
Of course.
4 hours.
Don't quote me on that or anything.
Oh.
I just work here.
Of course. I am.
I feel like she needs to get like a restraining order at this point. Has she thought about that? You should bring it up.
It's a bit complicated.
I am not going to pry into the details. I will take what you said and run with it.
Don't do that. Don't run with it. Just maybe keep that to yourself.
Keep what to myself.
The thing about the
I'm
that's on me. That one's on me.
No, you're fine. I don't have tone indicators. It's kind of hard. I'm a monotone person.
No, it's fine. Could we maybe perhaps take down your names or something? We could let her know that you visited.
I am called Valor 14.
Ian.
I'm Scraps.
I think we could have just went by our group name, the cleanup crew, but I guess individual names work too. I guess if y'all don't want
I physically write down I physically write down the cleanup crew and make sure the spider part is very evident and hand it to
Okay.
them.
The
Thank you.
spider cleanup crew?
I just go with it.
Yeah.
Are you guys like exterminators or something?
Yeah.
Technically?
Oh, could I give you my information? Because I have a rat problem in my
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll
that
take it.
that would be great
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if we have the time for it, yeah, I would at least like to help you.
Yes, I would really appreciate that. Yes.
Yeah, just give us like an address, and we'll give you an estimate on what we can do.
Oh, I'm Fergus, by the way. Great to meet you.
Fergus, it's
Good to
wonderful
meet
to meet you, and I shake Fergus's hand.
Great. Yes.
Fergus.
We'll
Yes.
send you a quote.
I would really appreciate that. Yes, thank you. Yeah, we're
What's the other one's name? What's your name?
Oh, this is Ollie, and
Hi.
the other one just kind of goes, "Hello." I don't really do the talking.
Well, it is still wonderful to meet you.
Okay, cool.
Hi,
Yep.
Ollie.
Please stop looking at me.
Of course.
No.
And I immediately go back.
He
immediately go back
scraps
to
his
Fergus.
eyes are as big as saucers.
Red eyes rule.
Oh man.
We will. Do you know if she will send people to find us after this, or
where
are
are
we?
you? Where are you staying?
We are currently staying at the.
We're at the theater.
Oh, motherfucker! Hang on, I'm going through my notes because I know this theater has a name.
I don't remember what the name is, but it's the old abandoned one over there.
Fuck! I might have just put down Owain's Theater in my notes. Fuck!
It's okay. It is called the Masked Fantasia Theater.
The Masked Fantasia Theater. Thank you so much, DM.
All good. I'm not like a complete asshole with taking notes.
No, but that one's just on me.
No,
I
it's
know
just
you
fine.
gave us a name.
No, you guys are fine. Fergus's face just kind of goes a little. He frowns a little bit, but there's just a look of pity, and he's just like, I apologize on her and his behalf.
And she has not done anything to us. Most of our malice is towards Hildebrand.
She could be doing more to help, but you didn't hear that from me. You nope.
I
have a
heard
job. I
what
have a
exactly
job.
again? I'm sorry. You said you needed an exterminator?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. We will be in contact.
Right. Oh, my home is in the lower district. It's near this Do you guys know Octavius the Tinkerer?
What?
They're nobody really like knows them, but they like fix small like parts and things. I live down like the block from there.
I see. Yes. Do you mind if we go there now and look at your problem while we
That's what I'm
wait
thinking.
for?
I am on duty. I have a
Well,
job.
I could you give us a written note and like a key so that way we can look around?
Sure.
You have my word as a valor model that we will do nothing but stand up business.
Make a perception check.
Doop 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 doop.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I meant persuasion. That's fine.
Oh.
That's my
if-
bad. It's all good. Yeah, I know you have
If
a
we
high
had
persuasion.
like
He just kind of goes, you know what? I've made worse decisions. He just hands you a key to his house.
thank you very much. We will have an estimate, and if the problem's not terrible, we'll clean it up right then and there, and it won't be terribly expensive. If not, If it's
Nice.
not a terrible problem, I might just do this for free.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. You all are lovely.
Yeah. We we
Wee
we walk
wee.
away. We walk away
Bye.
for a little bit, and I just kind of like huddle the group. So I didn't expect us to be exterminators today. However, we have time to kill.
4 hours.
Yes, 4 hours. How do you guys feel about solving a rat problem?
I'm more curious
I would
about
love
the
to.
tinkerer.
Yeah, I am also very interested in that tinkerer. Uh, let us all go. Hey, Hilda,
Yeah.
we have some little friends you might want to be able to play with.
Do you think I'm some sort of dog that chases rats around?
No, but I know how you like puppeting things around.
I do like puppeting things around. Okay. And you all make your way to Fergus's house. Acacia.
Yeah.
While you are smoking a blunt with Lazar, you see, one of Owain's roommates, the, orc Lisa, kind of come home, works a day job, is one of the only people that contributes monetarily to this whole encounter. Do you look like you are just kind of out of it, or are you trying to keep a stone face?
Acacia is very much fixated on that line of the nobles didn't want you coming back. So she kind of wanted to ask Lazar if he knew anything about it, and then he offered her weed, and she's like, you know what? I've been having such a bad day, I may as well try it. So that's where we're at. Let's say Acacia looks troubled.
I love that for her.
Lisa just kind of walks over. It's just, oh no. How much has she had? And Lazar goes, 3. And Lisa's like, what? Are you doing okay? Let me get you some water. Lazar will just kind of look over actually, yeah, are you okay? We don't really talk a lot. I don't really know how to talk to you.
I don't think a lot of people know how to talk to me.
Oh, that's a loaded answer. There's definitely something deeper going on there.
You know some gossip about the nobles in this city.
I mean, yeah.
God, people seeing this must think we're such a weird... you walk in on a former hero of the city and a fucking famous musician just sitting here... Anyway.
I just try not to think about it. And Lisa hands you a water.
Did Lisa hear what she just said about, former hero and...
I think she, heard it and then just kind of went, you know what? That's a question to kind of, tack. Just put a pin in.
Yeah. Did the nobles have beef against the bargain bin?
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
ever hear anything
Yeah,
about
they
that?
hate
Yeah?
you guys, yeah.
Can you tell me about it?
Well, you guys killed a titan and sealed a dragon away. You ended a 100 years long war. What do you think that means for the people who hold all the power? They were... I think they consider themselves lucky you guys didn't really get into the politics of the city.
Yeah, we didn't get into the... We have no interest in getting into the politics of the city. What? I mean, like, yeah, sure, there was an odd job to, like, exterminate rats or whatever for them, but I don't think we ever did anything against them directly.
I mean, well, when the war was going on, but when the war ended, I think Felix kind of made an effort to get himself involved.
You know that inhale emote I use?
Yeah.
That's exactly what Acacia does right now. That idiot. Look what that got him. A fucked up ex-girlfriend, a spectral former
wait.
best friend.
You guys were. Whoa. That's crazy.
Yeah. I died for him, I
Oh.
think.
Oh.
Oh god, do you think he's in the city right now?
Oh. It just lights up another. Oh, I feel like bad for you. That sucks.
It's been a rough month? I don't know. I now have a new theory on why my memory is so fucked up.
Why?
I have a feeling the nobles did something. I don't fucking know what.
Did you ever ask Felix about the ritual or who he got involved?
Acacia internally, that's the smartest thing you've ever said. I don't think she actually says anything to him about that.
Lazar knows.
Yeah. The look on her face is, holy fuck. Do you think they, like, intentionally led him astray?
I don't know who's they, but
I don't know.
I will say though, Felix gained all of my respect, not while fighting for the end of the war, but for the things that he did after.
What did he do?
I mean, he opened up the keep to the public, made sure to donate as much money as he could to the people that suffered the most, and then got out of the city and went out to the other towns.
We could have been sleeping in the keep this whole time.
I think you're worried about the wrong things.
I'm not worried. I want to understand. I want to know what happened to me. I want to know why I'm different. I want to know why he couldn't just leave me in peace. Was it peace? Why did it... Was it peaceful?
Oh yeah, you died. What was, like, the afterlife like?
You know, I remembered at first, but I don't anymore.
Huh. Was it nice?
The thought of not having responsibilities anymore is nice, but I think it felt lonely.
Yeesh.
I mean, there's a reason that I didn't immediately, you know, try to return to it.
Oh. Yeah. thought about it. You seem to have a lot of thoughts and stress. Your friends can't help you with it at all?
They're trying. We're trying. I'm trying. I'm just trying to figure out who I am.
I mean, isn't that the one nice thing about getting a fresh start? You can just kind of choose who you want to be.
I haven't thought about it that way.
Man, I hope if I die, I go straight to hell.
Some of the layers of hell are probably a party.
Yeah. Also, I mean, tieflings are really hot.
Cheers.
uh, Back over at back in the lower districts, kind of like on the brink of like the housing like district apartments, and just like a lot of kind of like torn down abandoned homes. You guys kind of like walk down a street that's a little like out of the way, not super populated, and you come upon the address that Fergus gave you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the key and go into his home.
It's pretty nice. It's well decorated. Seems to be, you know, a person that doesn't have too much time on their hands, but you know, it's comfortable, well kept. There is kind of like a door seemingly leading down to some sort of like basement or cellar. And as you kind of like step through with your passive perception, even, you just hear like a little bit of like a skittering.
I am going to very quickly cast Speak with Animals. And I'm just gonna like talk down into the darkness of the basement as I hear this going, hold on, wait. I come as friend. I come with food.
What kind of food do you bring?
Cheese?
We must confer. What kind of cheese?
I look at my rations. I think I think I think it's Munster.
The metal pig says they have some sort of cheese monster. Bring it down.
And I like hold my hands up as I'm like walking down the staircase. Bear, and I just like hold my hands up with like the cheese in my hand, just like, I come down in peace. I carry no weapons. I mean no harm. I wish to speak with you as either a group or to your leader.
I am the leader, and he just kind of skitters up, and it's like it's kind of like
It's
a
just a
large
rat.
brown rat, yeah.
It's just a rat.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sniffs the cheese in your hand. That is acceptable.
I wish to offer a deal.
A deal.
Yes.
You are not the owner of this home, we know. Fergus lives upstairs. Every once in a while he comes down here, goes, eh, and leaves. We have been slowly encroaching upon his territory, and one day, our comrades, we will take to the kitchen.
Why is it that you seek Fergus's home in particular, and specifically the kitchen?
He bakes
What does he bake?
cheesecake.
What if I told you that I can get much cheesecake for you? And you do not need to sneak around.
We must confer. And the rats kind of like gather in like a little circle and begin just like whispering to each other. Make an animal handling check with advantage.
Okay. Oh, thank God I had advantage.
Now, how will you produce this cheesecake? For
I
all
shall
of us?
produce it with this, and I hold out a gold coin.
Ah, that strange currency you all carry. We are an enlightened few. We do not subscribe to your capitalist means. Cheese
No.
for all.
Yes, I understand. And I am willing to sacrifice this currency in order to help you and your comrades.
In exchange for what?
To leave this home and travel with me.
Acceptable.
And I hold out my bag.
There's like 10 rats just going straight into your bag.
Yes, I am accepting of this. I understand.
Okay.
And I look in the bag, I look down at all of them. I may not be able to speak with you like this all the time, but this bag is safe. And I shall ensure that you have the cheesecake that you so not desperately, sorry, that is the wrong word. That you so... What is a good word for this?
We seek it. Good night.
Exactly.
You close
And I
the
close the bag. I sling it over my shoulder. And I look at the group. I think that solves our rat problem.
Well done.
Wait.
Which, by the way, I am the only one that understood a single fucking thing they
Yeah,
said
all
because
of
I
you
had.
heard squeak, 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 yeah. And then a bunch of rats entered Valor's bag, and now there's just like a satchel of rats.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Oh, Valor, were you raised by rats?
Oh, that makes sense.
I am,
Right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
I
that
am
makes
programmed
sense.
with the language of beasts.
You were raised by rats?
You were raised by rats?
I was indeed raised by rats.
Oh my god. We have so much in
Crazy.
common. But like not.
I don't have that in common, but that's interesting.
Wow.
I shall, from this day forward, you two may call me
Rat King.
the Rat King.
I'll
Can
think
you call me
about
the
it.
Spider King?
I shall call you the Spider King.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
I'll think about it. Oh my god! Now that this is over, can we go to Tinker, please?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Please? Okay, fine. Get out of here.
I feel like so much more of a stronger kinship with you now, Valor.
It's the full-on forearm handshake. Wait, hold on. I gotta go find that fucking gif.
While that's happening, you guys kind of like ask around a little bit. Ziru, you very much stand out as like someone who just does not look like they're from here. And when you inquire about the Tinker Octavius, they'll just kind of like point you in a direction, and at one point you all kind of like converge at a what seems to be a small apartment building with a kind of like house style on top, and then a little shop front. There's a beautiful engraved metallic sign at the very top that reads Custom Companions. The rest of the shop is kind of like outfitted with like various metallic embroidery. There's like kind of like a almost like steampunk looking doorway, but the door itself is very just like wooden and almost breaking. It seems like the like their personality very like scatterbrained in terms of just like finding a project to like do and then only fixing that, and then the rest of the building is just kind of like very slowly like crumbling around them. Stepping inside, there are shelves upon shelves upon shelves of tiny little mechanical critters, rats, spiders, snakes, little like dogs and cats, birds, all with this kind of like glowing kind of like green like crystal inside, and at the far end is just kind of like long tables of workshop equipment, tinkering equipment, and a very tall figure, about 6'6", humanoid with a almost like blue skin tone. Their kind of like neck and head covered in feathers, with a almost like skull of a lion and an ox on either side of their head, with kind of like glowing orifices and bespeckled eyes. And as you kind of like step through, you notice their limbs are completely clad in iron, almost like being like fused to their skin. Like it is not like armor that they wear, but is in fact just their limbs. And as you open the door, there's like a little kind of like rooster that crows a little bit, in not in like an annoying way, in a very like cuckoo. And the figure turns around, this kind of like hulking mass, and just goes, "Oh, hello."
Whoa.
Good evening.
I don't get a lot of company. Most people just kind of send me whatever they want fixed, and then I just kind of send it back. Yes, welcome to Custom Companions. I make tiny little creatures or mechanical companions out of artificial equipment, but I do use a little emerald that I procure that kind of almost contains a soul, some sort of like a personality that they can have. Would you like to look around, or do you have some other means, perhaps? I'm not very they just kind of like adjust their glasses.
Valor
I'll start
waves.
speaking. Yeah. Hello.
Wait, you need all of these?
Oh, well, yeah, I have a lot of time on my hands.
Scraps is running all over the place, just looking at everything
Oh,
closely.
please
Be
be careful.
very careful.
Okay.
Yeah, all over the place, being very careful. They understand. This one time, they understand the hard work that goes behind this.
Oh, yes, but if you would like, you could just like take them off the shelf and examine them further.
Wait, for real life?
Oh yeah, of course. You know, and they kind of like walk over to you, and as they move, you notice their kind of like ironclad feet make just doom steps across their like wooden floorboards that have like been reinforced over and over again, and there's just kind of like a smattering pattern of wood and metal on the floor. And they walk over to you, and then they just kind of seemingly wave their hand a little bit, and this kind of like green glow becomes much like larger, and then they ask to kind of like see your hand and place the I'd say they get like a little fish that kind of like swims in the air, and they say, well, what's something that you want to imbue this fish with, and then it'll retain that personality trait.
Oh, um. Ooh, make it a silly fish.
All right, a silly fish. You can do that. You just tell it, and then it'll follow the command.
Does it have a name?
Well, what kind of name would you like?
Oh, I'm not good at names.
That's all right. What's a favorite flower of yours?
Tiger lilies.
Well, here's Tiger Lily. And then they're going to say, Tiger Lily, why don't you show this little goblin Scraps, why don't you show Scraps how silly you can be? And then the fish is going to like flap its little fins and swim around the air all around you, and then just kind of like bite at your ear a little bit, and then like as you turn around it like hides in your hair. And then it's just gonna go like kind of swim all around across, and as you're kind of like looking for, it's going to appear in front of your face and just do like a little boop on your nose.
I'm gonna. I laugh right now. I can't. It's not gonna happen. But I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so cool! How'd you do that?
Oh, just a lot of time. I craft a body, and then I get my assortment of various crystals. I prefer emerald; it's my favorite color. And you know,
I love them.
I don't want to bore you with the details. It's
No.
Oh, sorry. Give me a second. My cat is trying to get in.
Hi, Alexis.
Every time, man.
I'm gonna pause the recording.
Mm.
Alright. Yeah, Octavius just goes like, oh, I don't want to bore you with the details. This is probably...
No, continue.
Oh.
Keep going.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, yeah. Dude, like, Scraps, if they had a tail, they'd be wagging. Dude, they're like, so, like, intrigued
actually,
by everything.
Alec,
Mm.
I would like to help Scraps with this persuasion check.
Mm.
Valor is going to, like, while they're looking at things from the other side of the store, hears that comment and just butts in going, Scraps is my mechanic. They help me with certain maintenances that I cannot do myself.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Yahoo.
Oh, I tried, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, they will hear that and go, oh, you're a tinkerer yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what do you work on?
Well, I mostly do like little things that move on their own, like little toys here and there, but usually they don't really work out most time. But then after that, I went into mostly working with small little pieces of metal and putting together, and that's how I got fudge. No, I feel like if we're out and about, I would have it on. Because I have it like set in my head that like if it's downtime, I have my arm off.
Mm-hmm.
But since we're out and about, I do have it on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, and then like I made this.
You made that yourself?
Yeah.
Wow.
It took a little learning how to like find a good amount of like.
Remarkable work of craftsmanship given the materials you had to work with. That is wonderful.
You really think so? Well, it's not. I mean, yeah. It's like not as cool as your stuff.
No,
we make
different
things.
We work on completely different things, and they can both be great in their own separate categories. I am just so jealous of people that could make artificial things with materials that are seen as perhaps not as you know, polished, or I'm very comfortable working with metal that I can craft myself, but you have clearly used metal that you found along the way, and I am very jealous. You are very creative.
So are you. Like, look at you make little guys that move and everything with the use of, you said crystal, like emerald. That's awesome. I don't really understand that,
Well,
like, stuff too much.
I could use other crystals. I get them imported from the Shadow City. They have a lot of magical rocks forged in lava there. It's
Shadow City.
yes, the underground Drow City.
Looks at
Zero's
Zero.
gonna look over.
Everyone in the store looks at each other.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never been,
Yes.
but that sounds pretty cool.
I believe the gems were perhaps I think I used a different one, but they are the core for the Valor units.
Oh, and they
Yeah.
come from the Shadow City?
Well, yes, they're imported from the Shadow City because the temperature underground is so intense that strange crystals can be formed there.
Makes sense.
Oh. You said that there were different crystals.
Yes, some with their own properties. Others are a little bit more difficult to acquire, and well, emerald is the most versatile of those.
I'm going to look at her.
Them.
Them. Sorry, I was trying to remember. I'm going to look at them, and I'm going to point at the hatch in the center of my chest. Which ones are used for Valor models to your knowledge?
Well, you could just open the hatch and look inside.
I am aware. I'm still far away from them, so I feel comfortable doing this, but I open the hatch and show them the red crystal.
Oh, well, that's a ruby. I mean, I knew that the Valor models and the Aegister glasses were using quite expensive minerals, but I didn't think they would go for the lava ruby of all things.
I close the hatch. You said emerald is the most versatile.
Well, yes, it could
What
be
is-
imbued with various personalities or traits or things, but they're not the most, well, sustaining. They break a little easier, and also it can be overwritten a lot easier.
And the lava ruby.
Well,
What do you know about that?
Well, they're designed to last, and they are the ones where you imbue a specific spell or personality or commandments, and they usually stick. But obviously, there is a bit of. I'm no mage by any means. I don't really know that much about the spell specifically. There is magic that goes into this, and arcane enchantment. There is a sort of a almost a moral compass that is imbued in Ruby. They are very stubborn, shall we say? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Not that you're stubborn. No, I'm sure.
No. I asked for an expert opinion, and I have no expectations going into this. Whatever you say, I cannot take personally.
I'm really not an expert on these. I just.
You are you are still an incredibly smart individual. I mean, you still use and create this,
Oh, well, thank you so much.
but you do have information. What do you mean, stubborn?
Well, it's a long-lasting gem. The Valor models are known to live for essentially as long as possible. I think they break down and need to be repaired around every 100 years or so, but you know, um, uh, because it's so not easily broken, the core tenets and personalities and memories that are imbued are, well, longer lasting and they're less easily overwritten, shall we say. Of
But
course, you can imbue them with different personalities, but that would be up to the unit in question as well as the spell and the enchantment used. And I'm so sorry. I don't really deal with that much.
and I asked this as a hypothetical. Can a unit deviate?
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm so sorry. I think
No,
it
you don't didn't you don't need to apologize.
I think it might be possible, but and well, we don't really have one to study. I my condolences, by the way.
You do not need to offer condolences. I
It was just rather horrible what happened.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
I this is less of a hypothetical question and more of a philosophical one. Would you mourn a tool?
Yes.
Yes.
I got really upset when my wrench broke the other day. I've had it for a while. Why?
If the tool spoke to you and it had wants and dreams, would you mourn it for longer?
I don't know. Never had a tool that spoke to me. Why, do you have one?
I'm just gonna like give them that like long look. It's not like it's not like how you look at somebody when they said something stupid. It's more just like, come on, man.
Well,
I
you
I'm
Valor
sorry.
units were never intended to be tools from my dealings with Edith.
You knew Edith.
Mhm.
What? So you remember our intended purpose? Our original purpose?
Yes, I think so.
Do you know where Edith is?
Oh. Valor 14. She died in the destruction. And that's
I
where we'll leave off this session.
Fuck!